And welcome to or back to the Rock Shop. Will here. In this video I'm going to inspect what's left of a 5-gallon bucket of agates, petrified wood, and jasper that I found at the Yellowstone River. Let's have a look. Alright, here's the bottom of the third bucket, bottom half. Here are some of my other boxes. Each box is 5 gallons. Many boxes back there. And this is what I did not get through on the last video because this bucket of rocks has a lot of smaller ones, so it's taking longer to get through it. I'll add the new rocks to these. Alright, here is the bucket wetted. And this is what we'll be getting inspected. Small water line. Pretty clear. Common variety of petrified wood. Little war. Looks good in the rock garden. Kind of worn. Pretty clear. A few stone impressions. Needs a polish. Nice piece of small petrified wood, my favorite. I like these more than the bigger pieces, but I'll definitely take a nice big piece as well. Looks like some very faint banding. Pretty clear. Very polishable. Very clear. Maybe some banding going through there, maybe not. Give it a polish. Maybe cut it afterwards. More colorful piece. Nice piece for the rock garden or terrarium. Alright, a smaller piece of moss agate. Pretty clear. Some banding. Look good with the polish. And is the right size for filler in between the bigger pieces when they're polishing. Sometimes these small flat pieces do have nice banding, or not. Little host stone impressions. Maybe some faint banding. Little rough, needs a polish. A lot of host stone impressions. The white crust. Be interesting with the polish. Kind of a bluish effect there. Another piece with some white crust on it. Pretty dark. See some banding in there. Definitely needs polish and maybe cut. Alrighty, bigger. Not too rough, pretty see-through. Definitely needs polish. A little on the orange side. Maybe some banding, maybe not. A little bigger. A little moss in there, not a whole lot, but a little bit. A little more over here. Kind of a classic, clear, small piece of moss agate. Waterline, small one, pretty irregular. Good polisher, a little rough. Host stone impressions. A little bit of moss. A lot of host stone impression and a little bit of host stone. Some of the white crust. Pretty rough. Makes it easy to see when silted though. Pretty clear on this side. Right on the opaque side. Kind of the same. Pretty opaque. Needs a polish. Very small, very clear. Lots of these. Same, a little oranger. Maybe a little banding. Another pretty common variety. Pretty grainy. Right, here's a darker piece. More moss, bluish. Polished and cut it will probably be. We'll see. We'll see. All these small pieces, they're easy to find anywhere, no matter how picked the area is or where along Yellowstone you are. Lots of these. And if you polish, you should just put these in between your other rocks. Don't polish with the ceramic pellets. Polish these instead. Pretty rough. Might be a nice banded agate though. Once cut. Host stone still attached, pretty opaque. Fairly nondescript. Put a polish on it and see what it does. Why did I pick it up? Alright, a nice smaller moss agate. Rough, pretty irregularly shaped. Right, many of these. All right, this bluer one in the bottom. Dark piece of petrified wood. Maybe a treasure state agate. All right, here's an unusual one. Almost looks like some kind of fossil. Limb cast, maybe. Nice dendrites though. Nice grain. Kind of the same, but smaller. Perfect for the rock garden. Or a fish tank, or a terrarium. Part of the decor. Pretty dark. Pretty agatized. Pretty opaque. More of a prairie agate. jasperized piece of wood. This would look nice with the polish. All right, here are some developed dendrites. Classic moss structure. Maybe a little banding. Piece of a cylindrical shape, limb cast. Right, another classic agate nodule. Pretty clear, a little bit bluish. Can't really see into it. Might be very nice with the right cut in the right place. Pretty opaque. A few dendrites. Can't really see into it though. Banding maybe? All right. Maybe some banding. All these are perfect for the polisher. And they will all get polished as well. Primarily quartz center, some dendrites. Small piece of a much larger piece. It would be broken by the river. A piece of jasper. You'll find the same jasper in the Prairie Mountains. So we polished into one piece, maybe cut. See how it turns out. Future video. may be banded with a polish and or cut. Very clear. Fairly common shape for agate on the Yellowstone, or pieces of limb cast, especially in the lower Yellowstone, and of varying proportions. A lot of variety to the agate you find in Yellowstone or chalcedony. Just depends on where you go. Changes as you go up and down the Yellowstone. Nice polishers, all of these. The polishing videos are coming very soon. They look nice polished. Pretty opaque. Right, a few dendrites, low stone, very clear. Be a nice polisher. Maybe some banding. Nice small piece of petrified wood. No stone on that one. Can be very nice polished. Very nice. Alright, pretty rough, pretty opaque, not really an agate. Kind of looks like it though, at least in structure. Might get a polish, might not. Alright, something a little more interesting. A lot of very light surface dendrites. Not very deep, and it doesn't look like. Give it a light polish, maybe not too much of a polish. See how it turns out. Pretty neat looking though. That is a Montana moss agate. One expression of them. Right, a very dark piece of petrified wood, but a very nice one though. Would probably look real nice with the polish. A lot of house stones still attached. Very polishable. Okay. Some banding around the quartz section. Maybe some banding in that one with the polish to bring it out. Common shape and size. Very easy to find anywhere. Rough, but polishable. Some of the agate is much darker. Needs a polish. Pretty opaque. I like it. All right, small piece of dendritic agate. Maybe some waterline. That'd be pretty nice to polish. Maybe some banded chert, sort of. Light dendritic formations. Cool piece of petrified wood. my smaller agates, petrified wood. Perfect for the polisher, and necessary for the polisher as well. Some of these smaller clear agates are surprising. Thank you for joining me here at the Rock Shop. Hope you enjoyed the content. Got more coming. Have a great night.